Welcome to the vlog. Things are gonna be changing around here. I wanted to give you a farewell goodbye video to kind of wrap up some loose ends and to answer some questions that I keep getting. Let's go ahead and do our little skincare routine real quick. So I'm not gonna do a whole lot because we're gonna put a face on downstairs. We're gonna be making some fun food because I feel like I've been slacking on dinner lately and it is what it is. Everybody gets fed and ultimately, isn't that what's most important? Okay. Breast is best? No, fed is best. Wait. What do they say? Breast is best, but fed is second best. Breast is best, but fed is best. I don't know what the saying is. I would probably know if I breastfed. Oh my gosh, this moisturizer is so freaking good. Little lippy. Let's get dressed. My big camera was just sitting here, so we flipped off of the vlog one onto the good one. Don't get used to this quality. It's going away in like 2 minutes. But that's just long enough for me to tell you about today's sponsor. I actually partnered with Walmart. I've partnered with Walmart so many times. I love it. And I found myself recently getting dressed, going out, and then someone being like, oh man, those pants are so cute. Where are they from? And then I'm like, they're from Walmart. Oh, I love that sweatsuit. Where's that sweatsuit from? It's from Walmart. Before I knew it, all of a sudden half of my wardrobe, Walmart. Anyway, we're gonna highlight something extra special in this video, and I'm pretty excited about it. Here she is. Yay! These are a few pieces from the Nueva Evolution project, Hija De Tu Madre for Walmart. I hate to mess the name up, guys. It's called the Nueva Vida collection by Hija De Tu Madre, and it's only on Walmart.com. The brand is Latino owned, which is really cool, and Patty Delgado, who you may recognize, she's the designer. So it has a very strong like Mexican Latino flair to it, which I thought was pretty cool. I picked out these few pieces along with a couple of others. I also have some really cute socks. Socks are a big deal to me. I have 2 drawers dedicated to socks, and I hand select every single pair. And then a new freaking tiny bag. I'll show them to you here. Super duper cute, and we're gonna go ahead and put these on. I haven't actually tried them on yet. You do order it on Walmart's website, so I will have links and everything for you down below. It's unisex. Whoever the heck wants to wear it can wear it. These I picked up because I was like, yeah, cool sweatpants, you know what I'm saying? Oh, here she is. There's Patty right there. Founded by Patty Delgado, Hija De Tu Madre is a Latina lifestyle brand. We create fashion inspired by our culture, rooted in heritage, made for everyone. What I was gonna say is that when I went to order this stuff, I wasn't sure how it was gonna fit. Obviously I'm still not sure how it's gonna fit, but the quality of it, the second I got it out of the box, I was like, wait a second. This one has a really nice stretch to it, including the t-shirt. It's not super thick. It's kind of like that weighty kind of sweatpant. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. But I got the sweatpants in an XL, and I'm just doing errands and running around and just like living my life today, so this is a perfect fit for me. Boom. And then we have the t-shirt. This has a matching little design on it. I really like it. It's like it reminds me of like digital camo. You guys remember when digital camo came out? I only remember because my brothers were in the service, and I was like, oh, why does that look so cool? They're like, yeah, it's digital. I was like, that's cool. It's like literally none of the bots are gonna find you. So this I also got in a size XL. I'm gonna wear the hoodie, but probably around the house I'll just wait to put the hoodie on, but okay, period. And then the hoodie, of course, is a perfect match. Take it off. I'm gonna pop this on to show you guys, but I'll probably take it off until I actually leave the house because we're gonna be cooking today, but we're also gonna be running errands. And this is just like the perfect little sweatsuit. Anyway, if you guys want to shop the Hija De Tu Madre for Walmart collection, you can do that on Walmart.com, and I will have the links to everything down below. Shout out again to Walmart for sponsoring. Most of the stuff that I'm going to show you today I actually got at Walmart. If there ends up being anything you see in today's video that you're like, Sarah, yeah, I'll link it. It'll be down there. And now we're going to head downstairs and get a little cafecito. Let's go. First things first, we need a little coffee. Hey, when you hear first things first, what do you think of? First things first, I'm the realist. First things first, I'm a bum. First things first, I'll eat your brain. Then I'm gonna start rocking gold teeth and chains. There's so many options. I just wanna know what you think when you hear first things first. I'm sorry for what I did the last 30 seconds. Gonna make some coffee. I'm actually out of coffee, which is really convenient because I just bought some. Did you guys know? And the answer is gonna be no, because the answer is no for me, so it must be no for you as well. We are one. We are locked in. We are one. Did you guys know that Sofia freaking Vergara has a coffee brand? It's called Dios Mío Coffee with Love, Sofia Vergara. It says it's a sip of Colombia. And if there's anyone who should have a coffee brand based on like literally just where they came from, it's Sofia Vergara. I freaking love her clothes. If you guys have not tried her stuff from Walmart, half of the stuff that I was telling you earlier that I like wear, it's from her collection, like with Walmart. I really like her stuff. And I'm gonna show you guys the Spanish latte that I have been obsessed with. I literally make it every single day, anytime the kids are home and they're like, Mom, please order up, you know? We're here for this. which is what I keep my coffee beans in. You take the lid off, and then look. Did you hear that? That's an airtight seal, baby. Sarah, how am I gonna make this latte if I don't have an espresso machine? Baby, I got you. Get yourself one of these. Nescafe Gold. They have multiple different variations, different flavors. I like the intense. I believe they have a blonde as well. Obviously, they have a decaf now as well. I haven't tried this, but sometimes I like an afternoon pick-me-up without the pick-me-up. I just want the sugar in the milk. I don't want to be picked up, okay? I want to be laid down to rest just for the night. This is the sophisticated way that I put my beans in. I put them in my hand first. Just be glad I'm not owning a coffee shop, okay? Things could go awry. I'm back on milk. I'm not gonna use it today. I'm gonna use oat milk, but I'm gonna use non-dairy oat beverage, but I'm back on milk, y'all. What you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna combine your espresso with your sweetened condensed milk. So that's what I'm about to do. So I actually just brew the espresso directly over the sweetened condensed milk. I use about 1/4 of a serving. I know it sounds like I'm doing a lot down here, but it's because I'm out. And another thing I like to add just to really bring up the flavor and give me a little bit more sweetness, because one thing about me is I like sugar. I add a little bit of vanilla syrup. This is a sugar-free vanilla. Oh God, we missed. Oh God, we're missing. Okay, now if you have your double shot of espresso, perfect. Put a little bit of cream or no cream if you're a boss babe, unlike myself. I put a little bit of the sugar-free vanilla, sweet Italian cream. Sorry, I don't know why I said vanilla. Vanilla is not the same. Vanilla tastes gross. Sweet Italian cream tastes like sweet Italian cream. And then leche, or oat beverage. I don't know how to say that in Spanish though. Bebida de oat. I don't know how to say oat in Spanish.
In Spanish you would say avena.
Avena? What the hell does that mean? Now, the way I kick things up a little bit is by adding a flavored sugar. You can get flavored sugars wherever. You can get them at Walmart, okay? They have a whole bunch there. Vanilla cinnamon sugar, if you can get your hands on it, please do. This is a cinnamon maple sugar, whatever. You don't have that, it's fine. Just add cinnamon. It's like the same thing. I'm just forcing myself to use stuff like this so that it doesn't go to waste in my house. We're gonna go ahead and froth. Sarah, I don't have a frothy machine. That's okay. Just heat your milk up and just use one of these. You probably have this. I'm sure you do. And if you don't, use a whisk. I don't have a whisk. I don't know at that point. A fork and a lot of endurance. Oh yeah, baby. Now you want to pick out your cutest holiday mug. I'm going to go with this one. I forgot to mention this, but you're going to want to make sure you stir this a tiny bit, your espresso, because the sweet condensed milk needs a little bit of help to kind of combine. Oh my gosh, it's literally perfect. Oh, look at it. It's freaking perfect. And if you forget to put the cinnamon in the milk, as I do about 50% of the time, just add it on top. You'll be fine. Okay, let's get into this Q&A. Mind wipe. I recorded the answer to this question so many times, and I'm just gonna give it to you straight instead. The vlogs are no longer, I am no longer posting vlog. Why am I struggling so much to say these words? What the heck? Why is this so hard? Why am I dumb? Mind wipe, one more time. I am no longer going to be posting vlogs on this channel. This channel is just gonna go back to being a fun, creative space for me. And I see you guys have been enjoying the last couple of videos that I have posted here. I want to just create more content that I'm actually excited about, things that are helpful, things that are fun and entertaining, and it doesn't make sense for me to flip the vlogs within these videos. However, I don't want to get rid of vlogs entirely, and so I will be hitting you with a reverse Uno, and we will be posting vlogs on the vlog channel again. And if you're not familiar with the vlog channel because you've met me on this channel years and years and years ago, like 8, 9, 10 years ago, I created a vlog channel and that's where I posted all my vlogs. It had hundreds of vlogs. We really got to know each other over there and I thoroughly enjoyed it and loved it. But at some point, a few years ago, I got management and we, were kind of discussing everything and had kind of, come to the conclusion that it was gonna be probably too much. And honestly, as far as like marketing and all of that kind of, there's a lot on the back end. There were reasons to combine. Besides what I told you guys, there were other reasons to combine, but a lot of things have changed over here recently. I might talk about that later, I don't know. And I'm going to put all the vlogs back on that channel. That I don't mean like I'm gonna transfer them. I mean like from now on, if you want vlogs, follow my vlog channel, which is called, very appropriately, Sarah Ray Vlogmas. So the Vlogmas fam, which was me and my kids. It's not a kids vlog channel by any means. but they're part of my life, so you see them sometimes. That's where my vlogs are gonna go from this point on. Now, this channel is going to be my main focus. The vlog channel is gonna be a secondary focus for me, and hopefully I can find an editor, because frankly, I think that's really what I need. That's what's stopping me. It's that it's too much for me to do by myself, just time-wise. Like, I literally don't have enough hours in the day to get out what I want to get out at the quality that I want to get it out at, and still be able to be a good mom, to be a good partner, to not drive myself insane, and to be able to like manage my household and like not become a huge raging, because that is what ends up happening to me when I have no time and I feel so stressed, and then the world is coming down on me. Everything is so hard. Snap out of it. Shut your face. Shut your face, okay? I would love to find an editor. If I do, I think that'll make a huge difference. However, that being said, because you guys are a wonderful part of my life, genuinely, you guys are like such a good part of my life. You have attributed to a lot of the good things that have come in my life, and I just want to be appreciative of that and to show you my appreciation. This is Sarah Ray Vargas officially announcing that she will in fact be doing Vlogmas this year. That being said, I have to line things up because it's gonna be a little bit different than what you're used to with me. I want it to be just straight up and down. I'm gonna let you know. I want it to be more formulaic so that it's something I can sustainably do. I don't think I've ever started a Vlogmas and not finished it, but for sure I have skipped Vlogmases because it's a lot, dude. 25 videos, a daily video every single day during the holidays. It's a lot, especially if you're editing all that by yourself and you have other videos and you have a family and you have, you know, other, it's a lot. I don't know how else you want me to say it. It's a lot. So I want to be able to do it, but I might need help. And so if I could find some help between now and then, I don't know. But anyway, I'm super excited about that. I'm pretty positive I'm going to be doing it. I'm giving you like a 90% for sure, unless something crazy happens. And yeah, that's gonna be my return for you guys. And as far as like the book videos go, maybe I'll just do the reading vlogs over there. But if I have another book video idea, which I've had one recently that I have been filming for like the last month, that video will likely live on this channel because it's not just me sitting around reading. It's me, like, I have an agenda, I have a purpose in that video, I have a theme, and that'll likely live on this channel. So that's that. Yes, vlogs are going away from this channel, and I appreciate everybody that came from the other channel and hung out with me here, but it's time for y'all to go. You're gonna have to go back. I'm just playing. Don't go, actually. This channel's not going anywhere. Please don't leave. Please don't leave. Guys, please. Guys, please. Guys, please do not leave. Okay, don't leave me. Please don't leave me. Please don't leave me at this channel. TLDR, I'm moving the vlogs back to the other channel. I'm all eyebrows and concealer right now. I picked up some stuff from Luna Magic the other day while I was shopping for these outfits. But when I saw this palette, I was intrigued. Here are the founders. I think it's Shira and Mabel Frias. Shira? Yeah, that sounds right. Latinas, clearly. Look at the colores, I love it. Can you guess what colors I'm gonna use right now? I guess you'll see in a second. I'm very insecure about how I do my eye makeup, okay? So like, I'll be right back. Okay, I didn't go too adventurous with the eyes. I did add a little blue underneath. But I do like how it blended out and everything, so it's pretty nice. And then we're gonna go ahead and I picked up like a highlighter and a blush. So the highlighter is in Tulum. I haven't been doing a ton of highlighter lately. I kind of miss the highlighter days. Do you guys miss when everybody walked around looking like a glazed donut? Aaliyah, I think? Alia? I've been doing liquid blushes. I don't normally do blush, but lately I've been getting more and more into it. Nala really appreciates it. She's probably the main person who notices. Like, oh, mom's in her blush era. And then I'm gonna do my mascara and my lip. I always spray it down before I do that. Okay, and then I got this, look at this lipstick. Is this not like the prettiest little packaging you've ever seen for a lipstick? It's so cute. All right, I got the color Park Ave, and I'm ashamed to admit how long it took me to figure out how to open this, but let me show you. You just press that. And then it comes up. It's pretty easy. Oh, I don't know why I thought it was gonna be even darker than that. Actually, okay, this is good. This is also a Luna Magic lipstick. Okay, now we need to do this hair. I got some stuff for Nala. I got her a new satin pillowcase because hers is like, she needed a second one so she could like wash the other one and have a satin pillowcase, obviously because she has curly hair. And then I had never seen these. These are also by Kitsch, and these are the satin pillow scrunchies. And I don't know what I was expecting, but it wasn't this. Look at how gigantic this scrunchie is. There's two of them in here. These are also for her, obviously. Like what am I gonna do with this? But look at how big they are. And then within it, it's almost like it's like a comforter almost. Like It's thick. This is not like a thin regular scrunchy material. Like this is a super thick material. So I guess if you have like a lot of hair, or if you have curly hair like Nala and Jaden actually, because sometimes he tries to keep his curls for another day. I got these because I thought they would be helpful in kind of keeping their curls. And did you guys know, because I didn't, Kitsch, one of my favorite brands for hair stuff especially, I've told you guys this before, I freaking love Kitsch. It's a Latina owned brand. I had no idea, but I saw it and I was like, wait, what? So that was like a pleasant little surprise. These are really good and I really like the super skinny ones as well, but mine always get stolen by someone. I think I know the culprit, and they disappear, and I wanted to get a couple more. So there are 5 in here, but I think today actually I'm gonna try to go with a clip. So I have one little clip. I have to get like the world's tiniest little clips for my hair because obviously I have very little of it, and I think I'm gonna incorporate a clip today. And with me showing you my haul, let's move on to the next question that I keep getting. The question is, of course, how is the low buy going? So sometimes you guys ask, like, if I show you something and then you're like, and how's that low buy? Kind of like, you know, like that. But then other people are just asking because they want a genuine update. And I actually filmed an entire update, and then the SD card broke. So I lost a whole outfit and an entire video, and I was very frustrated, and it's fine. That just means that this was meant to be and that wasn't. So we're gonna go ahead and do a quick little low buy update. I talked about like wanting to change certain habits in myself and in the kids. One of the things I was really looking to do was to become a lot more appreciative for the things that I have. And I would say that that for sure has happened. And I mentioned like PR packages and stuff like that. I definitely have a different sense of like, oh, how exciting, right? Like versus before, it was kind of, you know, it got to a point where I just wasn't as grateful as I should have been, basically. That's in a nutshell. And that transferred down to my kids as well, because when you have such an abundance of stuff, I think it's harder and harder for you to be grateful for the things that you do have. So I implemented a budget for myself, a budget for my job. I'm putting job in quotes because myself and my job are kind of very much intertwined. Not that I don't have a job. I put a budget there as well. That's a significantly greater budget because it is my job. And just the nature of my job means that I'm going to be spending money sometimes. For the most part, I have really taken to no longer just picking things up. Like you guys are seeing me talk about certain stuff, but keep in mind, this is a sponsored video, okay? So please keep that in mind. I made it a point that like if we were gonna travel, we were gonna travel on credits, we were gonna travel on points, we were gonna travel on just me being way more thoughtful of how money was going to be spent, where it was going to be going, and what was worth it and what wasn't worth it. And I told you guys we weren't going to be buying stuff like every time we, you know, go out of town. That has rung totally true. The only thing I bring home pretty much are like, you know, food, a giant Toblerone. I'm not constantly purchasing everything. When I go to the store and I'm like, this is cute, this is cute, this is cute. It's very easy now for me to be like, it's cute, but I don't need it. It's cute, but I don't want it in my house. It's cute, but we're not going to take it home with us. It's very, very, very easy for me to do that now. And that was such a challenge before, mostly because I wasn't thinking about it. So for the most part, that kind of stuff has all been going very well. I stopped doing my very strict monthly budget for myself personally, because once I started noticing my habits changing, I didn't want to have to focus on keeping track of every dollar. That wasn't an enjoyable thing for me. It felt like dieting. It felt like being on a financial diet. And I don't like having to be super, super, super stringent with stuff like that, because then I obsess over it. So I like plans and things that work for me and that kind of fit into my lifestyle without me becoming obsessed with them. So there's a fine line there, and I think I'm right where I need to be. And with things like my books, like not allowing myself to buy a bunch of books until I actually read the books that I have. I think this year, I'm pretty confident in saying I've only purchased, like without credits, without gift cards, stuff like that, I've only purchased, I think, less than 5 books for myself. And we're in October. And this is coming from a girl who, like, book shopping was a hobby I was doing every other week. That's a big deal for me. And I'm like way more like, no, do you really want that? Are you gonna read it right now? Do you really want it? I've acquired books. I get them in PR, which is beautiful now. I'm on more lists and stuff for that. And I appreciate them way more. And I also get them through like book stuff where I already had credits and things like that. So the biggest upside, I would say, has been the kids actually. So giving them the allowance and telling them essentially like, hey, I'm not just gonna be buying you stuff all the damn time. When we go to the bookstore and Jay wants a new manga and Nala wants a new YA book, ring it up. y'all are doing it. And sometimes I make deals with them, like I'll pay for half of it if you pay for the other half. Both figured out ways to make money outside of allowance. It's been great. I mean, it's great for both of them. Anyway, overall it's been going fairly well, I would say. And I know it gets a little bit confusing when you guys see some stuff online and I'm like showing you items or whatever, but you know, as long as you keep in mind that a lot of this is my job. It's also awesome that we have so much less stuff coming into the house. It is like so much less of a mental sort of headache to figure out, where am I gonna do with this? What am I gonna do with this? What am I gonna do with this? Like I definitely sit and deliberate way more before I ever purchase anything. And it's awesome because half the time I end up not purchasing it. I cannot tell you how many pretty little bags have gone into a cart online and never gotten checked out. My intention was not to like just punish myself. It was just to get a handle on things because things were getting really out of control. And I would like to say they are significantly more in control now. And I am so much happier because of it. This is the time where I have to decide if I want to bob it again or if I want to flip it out, because every time it hits my shoulders, it starts doing the, and it's, you know, I kind of want to braid it. Pause. Maybe I'll braid it. Blah out. I ended up braiding it. You know, I got my little nubs back here. Is it cute or not? It's okay, you guys can be honest. I did use this, which I just picked up the other day. And I have a lot of like little brushes and combs and stuff like that. But I needed one that like is really good for parting. So you see, I'm gonna use my face as a backdrop. You see how it has like the little end piece there to part. If I wanted to, I could get rid of these like spots. Can't get rid of the grays with this, but I could get rid of these little bald spots. And then obviously this is like for your edges. I don't really do anything with that. But the kids, I braided their hair in this weekend's homecoming. So I'm gonna be braiding Jaden's hair after his game on Saturday. So I'm gonna be nice and stressed out because there's not a lot of time between their games and actual homecoming. They're both gonna be getting ready and stuff, and he needs me to like do his hair. They're so old, you guys. I'm thirsty and I need to be hydrated when I leave the house. So first we're gonna make a little hydration water, and while we do this, I'm gonna answer another question. And this question I've gotten many times, but it's from a select few of you that are interested. What's going on with Nala's quinceañera? So if you guys know, I have a 14-year-old daughter. I told you guys like a year ago, I think, probably when we started looking for venues, that I was gonna throw her a quinceañera. It was going to be this year. You see how I'm talking in past tense, right? It was gonna be this year, obviously for her birthday. Her birthday is in November. She's turning 15. We're doing a salud pack in here. This is the watermelon margarita one. This is not my favorite flavor, but it is pretty good. I also did a little bit of fiber because y'all do not get enough fiber. Add a little bit. You're gonna be very glad that you did. Anyway, you want to mix it though, because if you don't, jump scare, it's not going to be good. It was scheduled for this year, and actually quite some time ago we made the decision to not have quinceañeras. So I already booked the venue, and I did that last year because typically, you know, it's like a wedding basically. You have to do things quite a bit ahead of time because one, it's an expensive thing, but two, also things just book up. So I had booked it last year, and I absolutely love the venue, love the place, love the food, love everything, and it just kind of seemed like it was gonna be something that was gonna, I'll just speak for me, it was gonna stress me out. And I was already having a stressful start to my year, and I knew it was gonna stress me out, and I just decided for once, and I'm always grateful I do, but for once, I decided to just go with my gut feeling, which was to not have it, just kind of live in that reality. We were both just relaxed and happy afterwards, I will say. You know, Nala's in her freshman year, and freshman year is when all of your friends, if you have Hispanic friends, you know, you're probably gonna be invited to, asked to be in, or just witnessing a lot of quinceañeras, and that's what's going on. So she's seeing a lot of her friends who, you know, are asking her to be in them, or who are just inviting her to, you know, their quinceañeras. She's definitely getting a little bit of FOMO. However, we did not cancel, period, point blank. That's it. We rescheduled. And you might be saying, how do you reschedule a quinceañera? You're right. It can't be a quinceañera anymore because next year she will be turning 16, and that is when her party will be. I have never been to a sweet 16. I have no idea what a sweet 16 even really is. This party is gonna be a little bit more of a hybrid of a sweet 16 and a quinceañera. So we're still gonna have some of the elements of a quinceañera. In fact, we'll probably have many of them. And some of my cousins, family, friends, stuff like that, they have done the exact same thing for their daughters where they waited until they were 16. We were never gonna do the church portion of the quinceañera anyway. We had something else in mind to bring that element without it going through a Catholic church. We're not Catholic. I would love to hear your guys' thoughts. If any of you have ever had to bump it, or maybe like if you have any experience with like a sweet 16, or like what is even then to be expected. Nala's a little like, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? And I'm like, girl, just relax. It's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a better time for us to do it. So that's what what it is. That's why I haven't been sharing content, and I will though. I will be sharing it because we will now begin planning it. It's still gonna very much give like quinceañera vibes because she very much still wants, you know, the big dress, and I think she still wants damas. She still wants to do like the whole dance. She wants a lot of it. You know, but instead of having a little ring that has a 15 on it, probably gonna be a little ring with an N on it, okay? Because she's not gonna walk around with 16 jewelry. That's weird. But it's not weird. It's just not what we're used to. So that's what's going on there. I just think it's a better situation. I will say this, both of the kids were essentially promised, and I can always fall back on my promises, but they were both pretty much promised something big for their 15th birthday. So Jaden's was gonna be a trip to another continent, and now it just so happens that his 15th birthday, they're only 9 months apart. His 15th birthday is 3 months before her 16th birthday. So now instead of these two big things happening 1 year apart from each other, they're potentially gonna be happening 3 months apart from each other. And I'm not sure how I'm gonna handle that one. You can watch my mental breakdown next year. Hi. Okay, can we close that? You're so aggressive. Y'all, I'm gonna go over my miles on this car. I just want you guys to know. Maybe one of you knows how to roll them back, like in the movie. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, let me know, okay? It doesn't have that. It's all digital. We gotta hack the system. That's what it is. We gotta hack it. Very much I'm in style. I'm just kidding. I'm just gonna have to pay extra. But hi, I wanted to say it's not my favorite, this flavor, but it's freaking delicious. It's only not my favorite because nothing in this universe will ever top Jamaica for me. You're doing your thing. There's also a blue one that it was like a collab with Less Jamaica. I don't know what her actual name is. That one is so good. And when I put it in this bottle, which I have no idea where this bottle came from. I think someone sent it to me. When I put it in this bottle, it makes me feel like I'm drinking like some futuristic juice because it's bright blue. Then you like see my little like fiber chunks at the bottom, and I'm like, that's right. Yeah. One thing about me, no irregularities up in here. All right, this is too much. I'm doing too much. All right, let's go get some food. I'm gonna leave you in here because this is gonna take me like, you know what? Time me, baby. Time me. It's not gonna take me very long at all. It's 11:47. Let's see how fast I can get out of the store. Okay. Did I forget you were timing me? Yes. But did I still get in and out in less than 10 minutes? No. It's 11:59. That's not bad. Come on. We do have one more place to go though, so we'll be home in a jiffy. Just got home, laying some stuff out. I was getting like very grumpy in the car, and I was like, what the heck? Like, what's wrong with me? Haven't eaten today. That's what's wrong with me. I mean, amongst other things. Guys, it's almost 1 o'clock, so if I want the flan to be ready and like set, I have to make it. Here is the flan recipe. It literally could not be easier. We need a cup of sugar, 2 tablespoons of water, and a little bit of heat. I have no idea how many of these little pans I'm gonna be able to fill. I'm gonna do 8. Okay, for sure, we had space for a little bit more. That's gotta cool. In the meantime, we're gonna do 6 eggs in a blender. Normally you wanna crack these into something else first, just in case you get a shell in there, but YOLO. As I literally just dropped a shell in there. Oh my gosh. 3 shells. Crack it into something else. And then 12-ounce container of evaporated milk, a 14-ounce container of sweetened condensed milk. That brief time period of my life where I went to school in Mexico, I was in elementary school. We would have recreo, right? So just recess basically. We would be able to go around, and if you had any money, you were able to buy a little snack, and they always had like the hot dogs. They come in like the little plastic, and you kind of like squeeze it out with your teeth. But there was this one, and you would pay 1 peso, so 10 cents, and you would get toast. But it wasn't like actual bread that you went and toasted. They sell, and I'm sure they still sell it to this day, a loaf of fully toasted bread, and it's very toasty, like almost cracker toasty. And they would take sweetened condensed milk and they would just slather it on there. Oh my goodness, that was the most delicious little treat ever. And oh my gosh, I can just like, I can taste it right now. What's funny is I've never had it as an adult. There weren't a lot of happy memories from that time, so that's something I am grateful to remember and like, you know, be able to look back and enjoy. Okay, and then just 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. There she is. You are supposed to cook the flan in a water bath, so I'm thinking I might need to move it off of that tray. I blended it up, and now we're just gonna pour it in and see how many we can fill. I think you're supposed to cover them. So I don't know, guys. This is just me testing out cooking them in a different vessel, just in case one day I want to do individual flan. While that cooks, we're gonna go ahead and make the carnitas. We're gonna do our best. The recipe is super duper simple. It says you want 2 pounds of either a pork shoulder or a pork butt. I have 4.5 pounds. Doesn't this look like 2 pounds? So from this to this, And now we fill it with water. Oh, actually, let's add our 6 garlic cloves. Bloop. And now we fill it with water. Now that the water's in it, she says to add your salt. So we're gonna do 1 tablespoon of salt. Doesn't feel like enough, but we'll check it later. And while the meat is going, we're gonna get out another pot and we're gonna do a little salsa verde. I still have to wash these off, but this recipe calls for 6 tomatillos, which are just, you know, the little green ones with the husks on them. And then it says 2 to 3 serrano peppers or 1 jalapeno, but we don't have jalapenos, but I do have a few little serranos that I just picked up. They're very sticky. I always thought that was weird. These are so easy to grow though. Like, my garden was trash this year, but normally these are so easy to grow. I'm gonna wash this off. Cover with water, bring to a boil. Oh, psych. It says to bring the water to a boil and then add this. What's the difference? Who cares? We're gonna boil this for 12 to 15 minutes. This blender is so heavy, I regret this purchase. I thought about doing one of those purchases I regret videos. This blender would have been on it. Because it's so heavy, it's so expensive, it's honestly not that good. I regret ever purchasing it. Fuck, it's hot, brother. That is incredible. Hold on. I swear, salt literally makes all the difference. It's like the flavors are already there, but they just need the volume turned up. Oh my gosh. That might be the best one I've ever made. Oh my gosh, that is so good. And you see how easy it is? Oh, the rice. I'm gonna set up the rice to cook, but I'm not gonna actually cook it yet. But I'll show you how I set it up because I just use a rice cooker. Ooh, okay, the flan is doing something weird. Remember, if you just took the ingredients and you did exactly what you were supposed to do into an 8-inch pie pan, it would come out perfect. These ones ballooned up like they were little baguettes. They fell. I think it's because I wasn't able to cover the top. So I had to cover the entire thing, which allowed like the steam and stuff to get in versus covering them individually. I mean, I guess I could have, but it would have been such a pain in the butt. And it's fine. Like, I bet you it's still gonna taste incredible. However, now it's hideous. There's 2 cups of rice in here, 2 sushi maker cups of rice. Okay, I'm sorry, 2 rice maker cups of rice. I'm gonna add 2 packets of sazon. I kind of do whatever I want. It depends on what I have. Sometimes I don't have all the ingredients. I just do as much as I feel like doing of all of it. I have never messed this up. You'd be surprised, but somehow it just works. And then I'm gonna do a little bit of an adobo seasoning. We're gonna do a teeny tiny little bit of this chicken bouillon. We're probably gonna do like half a teaspoon. Just half a lime. I already cut a few and put them in the fridge, so we're just gonna do half a lime. I like the flavor of lime. It's like nothing in my life can have too much lime or too much salt. And oh my gosh, if you combine the two, what do you mean? Yes, of course I'll go into the back of your white van. Did you say there's lime and salt in there? Absolutely. That's it. I'm just gonna give it a little mixy poo. Boom. So it just looks like that. Nothing special. We're gonna close that and then I'm gonna set this actually to cook 6. This would be 6 o'clock, right guys? So let's have it start at 5:40 instead. Hope you like that tune. See, this is the part of the carnitas I really wasn't too sure of. It's been in there 45 minutes. I went ahead and uncovered it. It says uncover the pot, increase the heat to medium high to reduce the liquid. Meat will start frying in its own fat and lard at this point. And I hope that's right. You see it. So I just increased the heat to high. I guess it's gonna do this for a little bit. Okay, a little update over here. I ended up dumping a ton of the water and fat out until there was only about 1 inch left. And then it started to fry in its own fat and lard and all of that. So that's what we have going now. I'm trying to brown kind of each side. I did have to take some of it out, but I will obviously be putting that back in. I think it's gonna be really good. Ooh, this is gonna be so good. The kids are gonna walk in like, I'm not even hungry. I'm all full on Twix bars. Oh. I took a little piece out. It's so good. Of course it needed a little salt, but oh my gosh, I'm so happy this all came out so good. I don't think I showed you guys, but I made like the I made the guac and I made something else. Oh, nothing. I just cut limes. Anyway, let's go to this parade. Okay guys, change of plans. I bought a pack of tortillas and they were moldy, so I think the package was opened already, and that's really annoying because I was really looking forward to those, and I tinkered with the idea of running out and grabbing another pack, but it's not that serious. We're just gonna make these into bowls instead. So that's what we're doing. Here you go, buddy. Let me show you how the rice came out. See, it's like bright orange. We're not gonna do a massive bowl. You like it?
Not really good.
What would you rate it?
10.
It's really good. Pretty proud of myself on that one. I just have to jump in to update you guys. Later on that night, Lewis was like, Sarah, that was like the best meat you have ever made. And I was like, period. And then Nala with the flan, she was like, Mom, that was literally the best flan I've ever had. I was like, ah! And then we maxed that salsa, and it was just, everything was amazing. Everything was amazing, you guys. If you have never tried that book, I realize I didn't call it out by name, but I will link it. That is it's probably my favorite Mexican cookbook. If you're just looking for like simple but authentic recipes, I will link it along with everything else down below for you guys. I just had an update. She doesn't look like much, but she's tasty. If you guys enjoyed the vlog, and if you want to see any more, you know where to find me. I'll have links for everything that I possibly can down in the description box, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye. Forever.